Well, it's a new day. I'm going to introduce Q&A Thursday. It's Lori and Bob Hollander, and it feels really good and liberating to set the tone and set the pace, which is usually unusual a lot of times because you're normally doing that, but I'm taking the initiative here. So we had a great question about sex and men and women and the importance of that to each of them, whether it's pretty much the same or different in many ways.
So Bob,
Yeah.
why is sex important to men?
I thought about that. So I'm going back to my old social work school days when we approach something from the biopsychosocial. Biologically speaking, it feels great. Okay, it really like satisfies a need and desire.
Like an itch.
But actually better than scratching an itch.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's number one.
That's a good thing.
Number two, bio. Then there's psychological. I don't mean psycho. Which means the way I interpret that from that perspective would be the tremendous need for nurturance that and what men get from sex. It is often not spoke about this way, but a tremendous satisfaction in the nurturance that we receive from another person who, I guess, we feel loves us and appreciates us, and for us to return it, to love them and to nurture them. That's number two. And number three, biopsychosocial. Social is to feel connected and not alone in the world.
Right.
So all three, and I think women we just feel the first one,
Right.
but the most important ones are really number two and number three.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to talk about why sex is important to women.
Okay.
Because we always talk about why sex is important to men, and that women don't want to have sex, or our libidos are lesser than men's. But there are really a lot of reasons why sex is important to women. One of them, Bob, is that after we become wives and mothers, our identity becomes more narrow, and we forget that we are individuals, always put ourselves last on the list. And having sex reminds us that we are also ourselves, that we are also a woman. And I think that, goes away sometimes once we get busy with life. The second reason I thought about is that we continue to feel desired. We all need to feel desired, but women have a rough time. I don't know if you ever thought about it, but we start out with our body, whatever our issues are then, and then we get pregnant. Your body changes, everything gets stretched out. Then once we have the baby, we have extra weight, and we have to try to get back to our pre-baby weight, but some people never do. And then everything's drooping and whatever, and our bodies are totally, taken over. And then, of course, by age. And so women need to feel desired. And a lot of times we just don't like our bodies after all that, even if we liked them before.
Yeah.
So that's number two. And the third one is that we need to feel connected. And we know from being in practice for 30 years that when people don't stay connected emotionally and sexually, there's a much greater chance that they are going to end up drifting apart and separating at some point down the road.
Right.
Or having an affair.
What was the first one? I forgot.
I forgot too.
Oh, okay.
Must be our age.
Okay. Because I was thinking biopsychosocial, and actually, though we didn't talk about this.
No.
And they're pretty much they seem very similar.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, folks, send us your questions to info@relationshipswork.com, and we will see you next Thursday.
Okay.
Take
Thanks
care.
for tuning in.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.